On a previous vlog, I mentioned that I noticed some issues with the front end when I've been driving this thing since I did the bed repair. So let's stay tuned and let's get busy and see if we can troubleshoot and figure out what's going on up there. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my shop. Today we're going to get back on this 49 GMC 100. In my last vlog that had to do with the Chevy, I made mention of a new problem that cropped up on this GMC. Well, we're going to attempt to address it today and hopefully figure out an easy fix for it. So stay tuned and let's get busy. Alright, unfortunately I'm going to have to jag it up. The problem's in the front end, and what I heard was I heard a bunch of thumping, and it got worse the more I drove it, and especially when I would hit really between 30 and 35 mile an hour, I get this terrible wheel wobble. And if I sped up, it would stop and smooth out. If I hit my brakes to slow down, it would stop and smooth out. So in that spot, I got that wobble. I'm not going to tell you what I think it is yet. I'll let you all kind of think about it while I jack this dude up. All right. Alright, we're setting some heating records here lately. It's early morning and we're already in the 80s, so hopefully my fan wind noise isn't affecting us. So anyway, we got him jacked up, and first thing I want to do is I want to check free play. And the best way to do it is to grab the wheel at the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock position and wiggle them and see what we get. Yep, and I got a lot of play. Let me see if I can get a better view for you. Alright, let's see if that'll show it good. It's quite a bit of play. See that? Quite a bit side to side too. But I'm more interested in the top back and forth. That's telling me I've got something definitely loose in there. Alright, what we want to do, we want to concentrate around the top of this kingpin right there. Alright? Let me wiggle it. I'll have to check the video to see, but I definitely think I've got the plays in the kingpin. I tightened the wheel bearings up about, oh, it's not even been 1,000 miles probably. So I'm suspecting the kingpin, so we'll see more as we pull the wheel off and see. All right, I'm looking now. I think I can wiggle it enough. Yeah, I definitely see it. If you look right in there, all right, you'll see that's where the play's at. And there's a lot. Hopefully, it's just the bushing, and it's not the spindle, and it's not the I-beam, the straight axle. We will see shortly. Okay, even with the wheel off, you can see the play. All right, it's definitely the kingpin. All right. Alright, this is the passenger side, or right side. Yep, he's got the same problem. Yep, it's definitely the play. Play's definitely in the kingpin, and hopefully it's in the bushings and not in that axle. We'll soon see. Well, all right, that narrows it down in my troubleshooting phase of this. It's definitely the kingpins. I probably mentioned it earlier, but I have adjusted, I re-greased, packed, and adjusted the wheel bearings within the last 500 to 1,000 miles. I did whenever I did the PM to this. So I was pretty sure it wasn't the wheel bearings, unless of course one went bad. Both sides have about the same amount of play, and as you can see from the videos, the play is definitely in the kingpin. Now, hopefully, it's not in the axle, but in the bushings that actually go into the spindle. If it's the axle, well, depending upon how bad it's wallowed out, they do make a 10,000th oversized kingpin, to where you could hopefully ream it out and get it and use that oversize. But right now we're just going to hope for the best and hope it's just the bushings that are in the spindles that are warped. And anyway, we'll be diving deeper when we get into the repair phase of this. So anyway, troubleshooting wise, we know it's the kingpins and not the wheel bearings. Right. Well, all right. So we've got the troubleshooting part down. We definitely know the problem is in the kingpin assembly. We hopefully, with further repair, we'll find out it's just the bushings. If not, well then I'll be at a big major crossroads as far as this truck. You know, at one point I had an S10 frame that I was thinking about taking the body and the engine and drivetrain and moving it all over. And well, I decided against that major of an operation for this truck, because it's still up in the air whether or not this is going to remain in my stable or not. But I can't, as it sits now, I can't trade or sell it as is with that front end like that. It's just that's not the way how I roll, and that is a fairly major problem. So the crossroads I'm at, if I do discover that that axle is bad and it's more walled out than a 10,000ths over repair, oversized kingpin will fix, well then I'm looking at having to either come up with another axle or even explore the bolt-on IFS. Now I'm not prepared at this particular time to go to that additional expense and labor to do such a major thing, but if that's what it's going to take, that's what it's going to take. Like I stated previously, this is really a blast to drive. I enjoy driving it. I think the lower center of gravity, since it does sit lower, and the added power, it's like a hot rod. It's like a hot rod, but it doesn't have hot rod steering, especially with that big giant steering wheel. So it does need more modification to get it to run as like it looks and like it wants to run. So anyway, so stay tuned for any future. We know from troubleshooting we got a kingpin issue on this truck, and we're going to have to dive into it more and see what we find. So stay tuned for the follow-up on this, and we'll see you then. Hope everything's good with you and yours. Going good here. I'm real busy. Well, you know, that's how spring is. As a matter of fact, spring, where is spring? I mean, we're in 90-degree, we're in like our third to fourth day of 90-degree weather. Where'd that come from? You know, we kind of want to ease into summer. We don't want to just jive right in it. But anyway, besides that, have a good one, and hope to see you around on the next one. See you.